from earlier tonight. The MFC trying to get the best of Mongo, hog the spotlight. Nick Van Cor also a new champion, the new Hybrid 1 champion of Epic Pro Wrestling. And tonight it will be no holds barred. Casey Murder Kurt Chaos challenging for the Triple Crown Championship. If Nick Van Cor is successful in retaining the Hybrid 1 and Chaos wins the Triple Crown, the MFC will have all of the power here in Epic Pro Wrestling. I can't even fathom what Epic Pro Wrestling would be like if the MFC had all the power, all of the gold. As we see the Prince of Violence, Aiden Hallows, in the ring with a Corky Robinson t-shirt. Apparently going to throw it out to a lucky fan here in the audience. Or not. Apparently not. Well, it's Aiden Hallows, Mike Daniels, and the return of Flip Kendrick here. Triple threat match, one fall to a finish. There's two of these tonight. We're going to crown two #1 contenders for the Hybrid 1 Championship, leading into our next event, the Triple Threat. Talk a little bit about the other three-way contest a little bit later tonight.
Introducing participant number 2 from Los Angeles, California, the future Mike Daniels.
As we said, that other triple threat match, we're going to see that in the second half of the show. Get a good look there at the future Mike Daniels, who made his debut at the 1-year anniversary as a part of that locked-in match. Made it to the final 3, had such an impressive showing, actually, that he was granted a spot on the Epic Pro Wrestling roster. Made it to that final 3 with Jason Patrick, Malcolm Sunshine. Of course, Jason Patrick, the victor of that contest, now has a chance to challenge for any title in Epic Pro Wrestling at any time of his choosing within the next calendar year. As we get ready, we hear the music, prepare for the return of Flip Kendrick here to Epic Pro Wrestling.
Introducing participant number 3 from Detroit, Michigan, Flip Kendrick.
Flip, of course, attacked by the MFC, was injured, could not compete at the 1-year anniversary, and then the MFC went out. Well, not only did Nick Van Cor defeat his brother Brian Linden to become the Hybrid 1 champion, but injured and Brian Linden out of Epic Pro Wrestling indefinitely. With a win here, though, Flip Kendrick will get a chance to challenge for the title his brother once held here, the Hybrid 1 Championship. It's Corky Robinson now checking all 3 competitors. It's one fall to a finish. All 3 competitors in the ring at the same time. We mentioned Jason Patrick with the ability to challenge for any title at any point in the next calendar year. He's also going to have a chance to become #1 contender. On top of that, because he's part of the second triple threat match taking place later this evening, along with Mr. Moonsault Mithril and the debuting Christian Faith. We're going to see that contest in the second half of the show. As Corky Robinson calls for the bell, and we are underway here as Aiden Hallows rolls to the outside at the bell. Referee going to go and relax the count here as it's Mike Daniels and Flip Kendrick starting it out in the middle of the ring with a collar and elbow. Flip with the arm wringer on Daniels. Has control of the wrist, and Daniels looking for an escape. Finds one arm wringer of his own. Kendrick recently becoming the Jersey All-Pro light heavyweight champion, and a nice series of arm drags there from Flip Kendrick. Also going to be getting an opportunity to wrestle on the debut show for Dragon Gate USA is Flip Kendrick. So Kendrick blowing up all over the place. I don't know if I'm allowed to use that kind of terminology or not. As Kendrick counters the headlock with a headlock of his own into an arm wringer and then into a hammerlock on the future Mike Daniels, who goes right back into a headlock. Gets one of his own and into an arm wringer. And the future shooting off flip. Hip toss from Daniels. Nicely done. And there's an arm drag. Takes him over. And Daniels showing him that he can definitely keep up with Flip Kendrick in the ring. And looking for tests of strength here. Aiden Hallows still on the outside, has not gotten himself involved in this contest yet. And they lock it up in the test of strength. There's Hallows, and taking advantage of Kendrick and Daniels in that test of strength position. And there is an arm drag, a Japanese arm drag from Hallows as he shoots Kendrick off. It's the ropes, drop kick, and Kendrick holds on to the ropes. Blocks that attempt, and there's an arm drag from Flip. Here comes Hallows, and the Japanese arm drag takes him over. And there's a drop kick from Flip into the outside, goes Aiden Hallows. And got to keep an eye on Mike Daniels. There's a forearm, make it 2. Up to the back of Flip as Daniels shoots him off, and it's reversed. Drop down, leap up, and there's a leapfrog. Tope suicida onto Aiden Hallows on the outside from Mike Daniels. Going between the second and bottom ropes there. And now it's Flip Kendrick all by himself in the ring. And here goes Kendrick hitting the ropes. Hallows back into the ring though. Right into the throat. A shot from the self-proclaimed Prince of Violence, Aiden Hallows, as he's now wearing down Flip Kendrick with some double axe shots. And looked like he had a hold of the eyes there of Flip Kendrick. There's a boot, raking that boot right across the eyes. There's another double axe handle, that one to the back of the head. Snap bears Flip over. Hallows now with a knee in the back and the chin lock. Has it locked in on Flip Kendrick. Flip trying to get this crowd behind him here. Daniels still on the outside, recovering from that dive. There's an elbow from Flip, 2. No, does not get out of it. Hallows yanks him back down to the canvas. And Aiden Hallows very proud of himself.